Um, Hi everyone, I'm back again. I'll be explaining about my second project, second case study. So this is ME605, and the case study is about the migration of a textile company of an e-commerce website. So this is pretty much similar like the one which we discussed. This is more like a migrating an application from one of the legacy systems to the one with the cloud services. So I'll be explaining with the slides. The first slide is about the introduction. So this is like migration of a retail organization to the cloud under an e-commerce website, as told you earlier. And the software is service platform, which is like SaaS, is used for the cloud file and the implemented to improve reliability, scalability, and efficiency, as discussed earlier, to enhance the system of the intention attract with the customers by the values. What does an e-commerce platform has majorly? The reason for the e-commerce platforms are a cheaper option to compare to the traditional stores. You can just buy it everything in online. It does not have any expensive cost like physical stores, location, and in-store. An e-commerce website sitting at a website behind the cloud, and it gives you sitting at home. You don't have to walk anywhere. You can just be at home and you can just you know click whatever you want. It's e-commerce website it's the best example. Amazon is the best example for that, where we can buy everything. In adoption to the technologies, electronic commerce has become more extremely important. As more people shops online, which I've told you, shopping online, the prices of goods and services going down. It's because the more the product gets and the cheaper the value becomes. And what are the cloud services? As I've told you, SaaS, system as a software as a service. So what are the cloud services model that we have at the moment? It has a cloud service model which is like software as a service based on the cloud computing model. So allows users to use the platform by paying a regular fee. So what happens is like it will give the platform for the rent, and every month a cost of generation will happen. Based on the usage, you will get some kind of an regulation amount which you need to pay for the cloud services and connecting by other companies. Users perform internal instead of using own computer. What happens is like we have an EC2 system, which is like a software as a service, where you just launch an EC2 instance. You can just log in into the EC2 instance. You can use exactly like a machine, exactly like a physical machine. The requirements of the SaaS in the retail. What are the major requirements that we require? SaaS develops a companies has high big potential markets. We all know Amazon. It supports users by accessing throughout the internet and the interest in the products. Business that uses SaaS tools helps in making a quicker, better, and the less expensive because we don't need any physical servers for this, physical stores for this. Users pay a monthly fee to use a really good technical features. As I've told you, we have to pay every month some amount of money to the persons on the people, which is AWS. The common areas as a concern. What are the major concerns that we have? Many different problems in terms of service like delays, safety, and the following rules. This approach acts as successful cloud-based business. It offers a service called software as a service to enhance the efficiency. It can run virtual computers on the other own systems. As I've told you, it acts like a virtual system. We don't need any physical machines for this. Multi-tenancy in e-commerce. What are the multi-tenancy methods that we have? We are the key 4 points which I've picked up based upon my experience how it actually works. The way customers uses the software is that makes it difficult. A single tenant means each customer gets their own individual software setup. A multi-tenancy means many customers share the same infrastructure to access the software solutions, which is AWS. AWS is a single platform. Multiple of e-commerce website users will use the same platform. This aspects which supports source to tackle complexity and towards system. And for your information, this is I've written these key points with very basic understanding by the words of your read. For example, the way the customer uses software that makes it different. The words when you read, you can easily understand with this. Necessity of a migration to the cloud. What are the major requirements that we have? Business transfers with the application and the database. Other IT resource services which are far from deficient. It is done smooth, safe, and clear with managed obstacles. This can also help the company to better manage their own creativity software. What are the recommendations that we generally do? For an online store, is most important effective way for the sellers to promote their product. They have to promote their product, they have to know, they have to reach to the people and understand and make them people understand what is the usage of our website, how we can use a website, what are the major benefits if a person is utilizing the website. It helps in visualizing wide range of product through internet. Nowadays people are very much into the internet, whatever it is. For example, in my case, I just want to know what is the how the MIT is been giving a quality of education or how the education has been derived, for example. So what I do is I just go to the Google and I'll just click on Melbourne Institution of Technology, and then I'll get some information through the Google search engine, and where the people writes the reviews there. It's a good college, faculty supportive, technically you can learn more, lot of opportunity before you complete the graduation, too many jobs the company is providing, the college is providing. Fees is also moderate. College is more supportive to the students. You see a lot of things to find. Coming to this, to find reliable store where there are safe to spend their money, because we have too many hackers. It is a minimum responsibility from an e-commerce or website owner to make sure the customer is feeling secured in order to use his bank details to make a payment, and he has to make sure everything is upfront and none of the bank details or any sensitive information has been tracked by anyone else. And these are the safety things that we can spend. E-commerce allows to bring us physical stores into the internet and creative manner. So you don't have to, this e-commerce, what happens is like you just come into an e-commerce website, you search for clothing, you get the different types of clothing. You search for something else, search for the toys, search for the video games. Everything you get it in online. It's designed as a physical store. So what is the conclusion that I am providing with the slides of the case study 2? SaaS is an e-commerce inevitable way to run the online store. Software as a service is an e-commerce is an inevitable way to run an online store. It is easy to grow as a business and access it from anywhere with the internet. This is the major key point, the second point. It is easy to grow as the business grows and access it from anywhere with the internet. It automatically updates and take care of the maintenance, because you don't have to be, because you're purchasing a product or purchasing a platform from one of the top cloud services where you don't need to be worried how an access performance does, because whatever the updates comes, it automatically starts creating updating by itself, because um, we keep some auto scaling methods which helps in scaling up and down based on the threshold inputs that is coming to the user URL. It is also well with other tools which could be more efficient. These are the major conclusions that I would really, and these are the references which I've recently got it from. One of the reasons is optical integration audit auction into the e-commerce website, and Nicholas is one of the one who's impacting the main e-commerce website on social network. And I got other one from the regulator framework for the security business, and I got Vinod from the applications. These are the major things that will really help him. You can have a view about this. Thank you so much.